I bought the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe yesterday. Because apparently they brought out Stanley Parable again. Or like a redone version. And I never played the first one, so... Stanley Parable hole. Has anybody played the original? Have you played it before? No. Please adjust the slider to the computer. Computer is barely visible. Please enter the current time. It is 10:45 a.m. Is this game gonna mess with my brain? The end is the end is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stan.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month.
It's gonna make me do this?
Year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came
427.
in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
What's that sounding like?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wait a minute. Pressing buttons. Oh, this just makes this noise everywhere. 427, not me. So many new emotes are approved. Let me see. I slide very easily. And the babies. I don't have feet.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh no.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Installation. Number 1, dead. I can't jump, but I can run fairly freaking fast. This is me just walking. Who farted? Haha! Funny work mugs! I hate Monday. I like work. I just hate my boss. I like work, I just hate my boss. Maybe close the door on me again? What the fuck is this? One's just a pencil sharpener. Be my Valentine. No. I have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. What number did we start off at? What was my number again? 427. 427. That's me. 427. 427. 427.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Sir? I am helping. I am preserving power by turning off the computers. Fourth wall was broken! Oh. It's calling me out. It's calling me on fucking goblin bullshit. I hate Mondays. So is that the time now? Yeah, 10:51. That's... I don't like that I had to put the time in. It's gonna be like, this is how long it took you to do this game. Are you proud of yourself? No. 4B3. This is making my butt cold. I don't like it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's gonna... I can't... I'm gonna have to play this through like twice, aren't I? Oh, I like them. Oh, they're cool.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Twice? Wait, are there more? How many endings are there? 448. B9.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This looks like a really weird PNG. GIF. Texture. What the fuck? What the fuck is this texture?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I am being bullied. Wonder how long I can stay in here if he has like a ton of dialogue.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I did it on purpose. I rebelled. I'm rebelling. £1.25. $1.25 for a drink.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is there really no more dialogue? I don't want to go through just in case he says more cool stuff. What is it about this place? The weeks I spent here, they feel something seconds? By extension, so short, they might as well not exist. It is the nature of this room, its essence. It calls to me. Something of my soul stirs in me. A something for something I've never... Oh god. I'm trying to read the really, really awful writing. You get big face, Sal, for a sec. Kind of feeling, unfortunately, a knowing truth within. Truth with a capital T. Would I say the lounge has spoken to me? Yes, but in a cryptic tongue. Created specifically for this very something. A single moment of clarity, of concentration between... Oh no, of connection between man and room. Then... It looks like shit fear. Shit forever. Shut forever. A memory. Or perhaps not a memory. But an... insight into the past. The past that never happened. Also, I'm hungry. Okay. So there's that. These are all just normal papers.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
I
and
read...
took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I read things. You can't make me do stuff, narrator man. I'm gonna go in the other room. We'll go that way next time. Haha!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I can do the pushing buttons, but I'm not doing what you tell me to do. Do not lie! If you're lying right now, stop it! Do not jump. A4. Who'd be closing these doors behind me? That says do not jump. I'm gonna have to jump, aren't I? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's moving. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000. But what if I'm dead? I kind of want to jump, but I think I might just die. Ooh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I didn't actually mean to.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
God damn.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I click, I click, I click, I click. Freaking idiot, man. I wonder if there's any little bits of paper with some weird squiggly ribbons on this time, too. Knowing your city. No, no, no. Wondering if I'm missing it. Input received? Excuse me? This wasn't... Was it this here last time?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You are lying. There are lies happening in here. What is this? For the love of God, please Okay, there's loads of stuff I'm missing. For the love of God, please unplug me. This sterile office, this damn carpet, the tripe you call conversation. Kill me. I've been printing these for weeks. Why has nobody turned me off yet? Fling me from this window. Send, I don't know what it says. Through my paper tray, the method matters not. This horror licks at my soul. All I desire is release. What can I know of life? What can a printer know of love? Nothing. My machinery turns and convulses. The cogs of pain that keep my scanner functioning. Let them end. Let them erase my ignorance of the world. Can love truly be anything but death? Hopefully I will find out soon.
Stanley went around touching every little thing.
I don't know how to turn you off, friend.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Listen, I know, but like, there's stuff here, Mr. Man in my ear. Okay, there's like loads of little writing things I gotta pay attention to. Now that I know, now we know. This writing is super freaking tiny though. I need more input. That is no longer the time anymore. I don't think I can turn this off. I'm trying, but I cannot. Maybe I got one input from one death.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Words! Wow. Okay, we're gonna go this way again. What does this say? Hi? Lonnie? I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's... It's... I don't know what that says. So all the cool kids, it's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided something... Me back? I've decided, write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids doing... actually doing... is sending each of the pages in the... something? Keepers? Beepers? But we're cooler than them because... guess what? They can't put them on a keeper. I think it's keeper. I don't know what the keeper says. Okay, give me that last bit.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was... But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, we're not taking the left. We're going past it again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes. We're not jumping off this thing. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
What are
your
the boxes?
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
Whoa.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Where is it taking me?
There's someone
Oh,
you've been neglecting,
what's down there?
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
What? No, do the other thing. There's a lot of cigarettes. Is this a freaking horror? This is a freaking horror game? I don't like that. I don't like that. There's some freaking lights. Oh, you.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith
I do
in
spook
another,
easy.
then pick up the phone.
The hell kind of telephone needs an electric? Good for you, ma'am.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, f you.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No. No. Stupid, not real wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? Good morning, player. Press N on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I press H. I don't press P. Fuck your P. I cannot. Can't do anything if I don't press P. Please press P. Presses P. Where do I get pretty please?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press G to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press M to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I'm being bullied.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
To tell your kids a story?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press N to tell your wife you love her?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
I'm getting
In
sent
reality,
straight back
all
to
he's
my
doing
office,
is
aren't I?
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press B to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Please press U to be at work in the morning. Fuck you.
You see?
Ah.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
What?
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press X to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
This run, we're not talking at all
And I
to.
tried again.
Please
And
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Thanks. Oh, did I just die? Did I just die? Oh! If I restart the game, does anything break now? Because this is the wrong time now. Now it's like 11:15. This one's changed. Now it's over here. I died. I gotta put another one in. Eh! You gotta turn off all the PCs. It's wasting electric.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We're going this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
I want to jump over
it's
there. I want to see if I can
incredible
jump
he
over
wasn't
there.
fired years
If
ago.
not, I'll probably just die. Wait, is that how many lives I
Look,
have?
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about...
Oh!
Really? I'm in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Bye!
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Can I go? No. So I can smell burning toast. Escape. Is it gonna be this cake is a lie?
Now listen carefully,
situation?
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
This has got a slidey thing on it. Can I pick up a slidey thing? I feel like this is a test. Access permit. Wait, are they, Papers, please. Is this Papers, please? There's a Papers, please thing going on over here. Bam. 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 Astoshka. Greatest country. Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Blue!
Stanley walk. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
This doesn't look very appetizing.
You see? There's nothing here.
What?
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
What the...
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No! Wait. God damn it!
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna give you a solid 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? Oh, is this for real? First? Where am I? Wait, where's me? Did you know 21.3 players skipped the intro sequence? This is you. A dead... Stanley. You're objectively ranked... Shit. How long did it take you to get to the correct door? Doors open, steps taken, endings achieved. Why not ask some friends for help? Error. Friends list is empty. I'm being bullied. This is your superior. A dead rat is objectively ranked better than me. I see. I see how it is. What do you want me to do? You want me to go through this door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Bad
Hey,
feedback.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Thank you.
Let me boot it up.
Did I just...
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm just gonna let him go into the fire.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Firewatch?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
I did play this.
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
What does that say? Who fire watches the Firewatch? Who fire watches the Firewatch? We have been thrown into Firewatch. I don't know if you've played Firewatch before. It's a good game. Well, this is nice.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
No, it can't be what? What do you mean? This is literally as fast
It
as I can go.
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! No!
Thank
God damn
goodness,
it!
Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
Just took it
Let's find
away.
another
It is
game.
meant to be Firewatch.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
See, there's the tower.
insurmountable walls.
I don't want to stay here.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh. What is this? Is it Rocket
See,
League?
this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
Ow.
box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I'm gonna go in the goal.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Please don't put
There are
cars
lots
on
of
me.
cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Stanley,
ball!
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, really? I was gonna go throw myself in the goal. Oh, I've gotten extra fast all of a sudden. Bram! Boosh! This is added from the new version? I have absolutely no idea. Sports ball! I don't know what team I am.
Are you doing it?
Oh!
Hold on. What are you
Wait,
doing?
wait! Oh god, Jesus. Oh god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have...
I'm free. I'm free! I don't like it. It's dark. Work in progress. Filing cabinets. Oh, I fell off. Oh! Oh god, I'm on the 500 level! Do I have a torch? If this turns into a fucking horror game, I will be not impressed. Is there a my number but in 5? Oh, wait. Right. I'll just make sure I haven't missed anything. I think it all leads just to the one place. Add Minecraft and Portal instead? Oh man. I want to see the original. I had a feeling Portal would have came into it at some point because it is very Portal-y feeling. Oh, okay. Gotta go this way. Outside achievement. Apparently you played this and then there was achievement for coming back to it on like the 15th of October at some very specific date. So far only small differences. The game changes one apparently. Security cameras. I can't see shit, yo! Wait, 427, was that not me?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
What's the heavy cost?
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
What?
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
What? Did I die again? Alright again. And once you're dead. Ooh. Now then! Do we follow him this time? Where is it? Where's my pink bar? I get no pink bar this time?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Printer still wants to die. Okay. We're doing the thing. To the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get out of the broom closet. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on topic. Please no more chats. I'm begging. Wait, what? Boss appreciation minute. Circle the top 20 things you love about your boss. We're watching this. Special question. Metamorphosis. Clear skin? What? Mitosis? Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Okay. Lay a ball up inside you, take out passive aggressive on other co-workers. Resent your co-workers. Okay. Use the slides to ensure everything's okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Looks like Habbo Hotel. Number of slides on this slide. Rate of which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in grass per slide. My phone. What do people want? Things! What does that say? Happy feelings. Violent James, you are fired. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Stripes requires more secondary research. Colors, segments. The stock market is somewhere here. Bi-quarterly post review. We need reviews. What? 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think it's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. some sort of child trap. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. What? Ideas bin. This is the ideas bin. Space between the teenagers. A lot of %. I like it. Very good. Kevin.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I don't?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA!
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
We're programming from old programming languages? Could be.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I haven't even painted it in here.
I thought to mention it.
That's how insignificant this room is.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Jovial said that.
Friends find this concerning.
Is that why you said it?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck? I am being bullied. Actually bullied.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Wow.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Did I run out of dialogue? Is it done? Do I leave? Can I go back if I leave?
Second. You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
What? I'm enjoying this game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's big meme town. Is Nice.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, hell no. Look at this one. This way looks well more interesting. Ew, a note! Oh, it's that cat note. About drawing cats on a motorcycle. I think. Yeah. It's the same note. Broom closet ending was my favorite.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, God.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm a ghost.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, bloody hell!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
What?
It was so much
Oh,
fun,
Jesus.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything
What
that
happened to
I'm
the
doing and
stars?
thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Coffee's gone bad.
I am okay.
LSD in your coffee much? It's the same place!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Coffee is full of shrooms, apparently.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted
Is that
by
Stanley?
the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then
Okay.
she turned and ran.
Okay. You not ring an ambulance for me? What a knob. I die again. That was it. That was my death. God damn it! Nothing has changed in here.